Good evening everybody. Bit of a bonus stream tonight, a bit of an extra one. Had a bit of free time on my hands, so thought I'd jump in and do an extra stream. So, what's been happening in World of Warcraft today? Well, I've not done a great deal since, when was it? This morning I checked a few auctions and I put them on. I did open some mail, I think, this morning. I can't remember how much I had, about 30,000 or something. Hey, Emery, how are you? Thanks for stopping by the stream. How are you getting on with your 970? I saw your screenshots. Wow, looks beautiful in that. So that's like a bonus stream. Yes, it is an extra stream that I wasn't planning on doing, kind of an impromptu stream. So, all kind of it's a win-win for everyone, really, I think. Right, so let's have a look. What have we got? 48 in the mail, 36,000. That's pretty good. Suramar Surf and Turf, Leatherworking ribs, a load of braces from Earthen. What else have we got here? Leatherworking ribs, Binding of Haste, Gift of Critical Strike is selling well. That's 1,600 there. Some Fighter Chow. Neck Mark of the Heavy Hide. That doesn't sell very often. And some Lavish Feasts. And a load of satchels. And then I bought some Frostweave cloth. Pretty decent amount. Open all that up. 970 is pretty good. You're impressed. Excellent. And 100k in sales yesterday and today. Even better. That sounds pretty good going. Right, here come the braces now. These we're going to have to disenchant. This is going to fill up my bags completely. I better run through these first. Oh, we had some follows as well. Dragons After Dark, Striding Wind, Casey, and E7. So thank you those for the follows. So that's pretty good. You got some sales and a decent graphics card. I think that's pretty much a decent weekend all round then. I'm just going through my usual sales here. We're up to 740,000, so that's quite healthy. We managed to pick Chaos Crystal have gone down in price again, so we're at 335 average. So I'm happy with my stock quantities of Chaos Crystals, and Leylight's doing well as well with all these braces that we've been making. And what are we doing for bloods? 44 bloods. So again, that's a decent amount. Quite happy with that. What have we got? We've got some extra bloods now. 45 bloods. Got an extra Chaos Crystal there. So again, that's pretty decent, I'd say. Right. So what are you up to tonight, Emery? Are you doing any more mage towers now, or are you done with them all? I can't remember where you're at. Still got to level some characters, perhaps. Get them ready for the next mage tower. It's pretty impressive, the ones you've been going through already. Right, let's keep on destroying these. I might use the wheel mouse, that might be easier. There we go. That way I can just keep that going. Still got a load of nether shards here. Leveling your Death Knight. Excellent. I've got a Death Knight that I could do with leveling. It's only just finished the starting area of Death Knights. Not quite finished it actually. Just got the last bit to do. But after my Demon Hunter and my Troll Druid, that's the next highest character I've got. So it might be worth doing. So he's in the 80s, so you'll be going to Draenor soon. Oh, okay. My old latest favourite place, Draenor. Trying to get that old flying going. It's taken me a while. And it's still going to take me a while because I'm way off on things like rep at the moment. But I'm getting there slowly but surely. I'd like to get flying sorted so that I can power level other characters straight through Draenor. It'll just give me a much more utility, really. I think that would be definitely useful to do. Seeing as I'm playing on catch-up, really. I've got like 3 expansions to catch up on, which I never played. So there's extra to do. Oh, you still need to get Draenor flying too. Yeah, I think you could... I mean, I missed it with Samadan, so I don't think it's super essential. But I know it'd be a lot more convenient. Especially if you want to level some characters through Draenor. I mean, Samadan I don't think took too long to go through all of the Draenor content. So I wonder how long it would take, you know, the next character to do. With the heirlooms and everything. What do I want? / TSM destroy. There we go. Right, let's go through and just disenchant these ones. Oh, I forgot to change the size of my camera actually. One moment. I'm just going to move that a little bit bigger to where it used to be. And then I can move my chat, in-game chat that is, up higher. There we go, so we can see everything. There we go, that's a bit better. You got a bunch of medallions of the Legion doing the Winter Veil, so you'll get rep quickly enough. Yeah, I think, what did I get? I got about 3 or 4 medallions myself, so yeah, they're certainly going to help. What I'm waiting, you've done the Lore Master, okay. So you need to spend some time exploring and getting the chests. Okay, well that sounds more doable. I've still got some quests to do. I haven't done all of the Lore Master, so I'm way behind on that, and therefore I'm behind on the exploring and the rep as well. What I'm trying to do at the moment is get one of my reps up to Exalted, and then I can finish off the trading post level 3, and that will give me another rep boost. And then I'm thinking of waiting till the next kind of Darkmoon Fair, and then try and do the reps with my medallions in one big go, with as many sort of bonuses to reputation as I can get, hopefully. That's kind of like the loose plan at the moment, but I'm not sure. I might just play it by ear, see how it goes with Draenor. I mean, I'm going to try and enjoy the content a bit more. Ooh, those big spies have just come in there. I'll pick those up in a minute once I've done these disenchants. Because it's probably my least favourite expansion. That and Cataclysm. So, I mean, Pandaria, Wrath of the Lich King and Legion are my favourite expansions that I've seen so far. So Draenor is one of those things I kind of like, but the story isn't as appealing and the setting isn't as appealing to me, so it's not been high on my priorities, but I do recognise that it would be really useful from a utility point of view, having flying there. So kind of I begrudgingly accept that I need to get flying. I might have a look at that in a bit later, once I've done my usual enchanting bits and pieces. Right, okay, TSM destroying done. So let's get those expires opened up. Fill my bags up again with a whole load of new stuff. There we go. And then we can go post these on and see about restocking things. So, post scan, let's get everything on. Normal price, undercutting competition. Just making sure everything's a decent. Nothing's gone inflated. I had to check a couple of my things that went at silly prices. Like that Immaculate Fibril is pretty high, but that is actually undercutting competition, so you never know. It's more likely to be that 7,900 is a better price for that. But I'll just leave it on for now. I don't mind that just sitting on the auction house for a little bit. Lord Master's done, yep. And then getting the chests. I read that one, didn't I? Right, okay, done posting. So, check my auctions again, just so that TSM can recognise it. Oh, these are going to expire in a minute. So let's actually just manually kick those off now, and then I'm on a fresh set. Those, that, and the last one. Cancel that. Then I can run down, go and pick those up, get those back on. That way I won't have any expiring on me whilst I'm sorting stuff out. Right, there we go. So, auctioning, run post scan, get the agility on, red linen vest, normal price, formal shirt. Okay, those all look fine. Go through those, done posting, close that down, check my auctions again, just have a look. Everything looks good and healthy, so we then go enchanting. Now, I think I've done a temporal crystal today. Yes, I have. I'm pretty sure I have. I'll leave that. Let's go straight to major sellers and restock. What have we got? Cloak, gift of haste. Yeah, definitely. Binding of haste, binding of mastery, binding of intellect, and trained soldier. Okay, that's a 9,600 estimated profit based of old API prices, so not necessarily the most accurate, but we won't post them unless they're cheaper than our unless they're more than our crafting cost with profit. So we know that even though we make them, as long as we put them on for the correct price, which is, it's like this one, the binding of intellect is below min price, so I'm posting at my minimum price instead. Might be worth having a look at those, see if there's any markets we can reset. Let's have a look. Okay, so take off good stuff shopping and have a look. What was that? That was cloaks, wasn't it? Let's run a shopping scan on cloaks. So yes, binding of intellect there. Got a crafting cost of 3,500, and someone's got one on for 3,800. Where am I? I'm all the way down here, 3,898. So it's not far off of the price. No point resetting those. Ideally, you'd want to take it up to here. So have I gotten myself the Crusader recipe yet? Yes, I have. I have bought it. I bought it for 10,000, so I've not actually made a return on my investment yet, because I've only sold a few. Where was Weapon Crusader? I was looking at this earlier today. So the price has gone down quite a bit because of the see, the mat is now 10,000. So hey, Pointy Gnome, thanks for stopping by. How are you doing this fine evening? So looking at these, we could probably do with bumping these up a fair amount. I'm tempted, as there's only 3 of them, to take mine off, take these 3 off, and put them on higher. I mean, the new crafting cost is a lot lower now that large brilliant shards has gone down. Doing good myself, thank you. My evening is a bit of a bonus stream tonight, so we've had a really good day today. And so I've got a bit of spare free time tonight, so I thought I'd pop on, check my auctions, and chat to you lovely people. So all in all, a pretty decent evening. Now, so looking at this, TSM says this is 25% because it's thinking it should be more like 3,000 prices. And those were the kind of the old prices. Now, since the large brilliant shards have gone down in price so much, the crafting cost has gone down so much. So 836 is probably quite cheap. What I think I might do though is just buy these 3, and then I'm going to take mine off. My auctions, Crusader. I'm going to take that one off. Now I'm going to go over and I'm going to put them back on. Good evening, Right One Too. How are you this fine evening? Hope you're doing well. Notice this small monitor I have on the side. What kind is that? The one that's rotated 90 degrees in portrait mode is an old Dell monitor I picked up on eBay for about £40. Heard I'm doing great too? Absolutely. Thank you very much. So that's the monitor I look at all my chat on, and then I can play on the main screen. It's really handy having it just rotated next to the TV. Right, okay, so let's run a post scan. Oh, thank you, Emery, for the host. That's a need monitor. Definitely a need rather than a want. So we're going to put this back on for 1,100 is my normal price. So that's a little bit more of a profit. We could bump that up higher as we're now the only person on it. I wonder if we set that more to 1,909. Why didn't that work? Let's edit that again. 1,909 gold. There we go. And we'll change the bid price to 1,800, something like that. There we go. Oh, thank you, Shin, for the host. That's extremely kind of you. Thank you very much. Hope you're doing well tonight. Right, so let's try a slightly more bumped up price for a Crusader. See how that does. See if we can recoup some of our investment. Because the old market price is 3,500. So, could try 2,999. Yeah, I think I could possibly even get away with that. I've put them on now, so we'll see if that gets any bites. I don't want to be overly greedy. I want to just see if that still makes a bargain, and we'll take it from there. Right, so that was Enchanting. Moving on to Tailoring. Now we need to have a look at what's missing here. I'm imagining we'll need a hexweave bag, yeah. And interestingly, a Hydral expedition bag and an otherworldly bag have since been sold. And then we need 11 silkweave satchels for a total profit of 13,000 based off of old prices. So let's do a gather, well no, crafting, gather operation on those. Gumdrops mentioned in his stream the other day someone had an issue that they couldn't hear sounds from sales in the auction house, and I had an add-on workaround. Yes, that's right. The add-on I have... Oh, thank you Sublevel B for the host. That's extremely kind of you, and thank you those who are stopping by from Sublevel B. And hey Sephorium. Gosh, got everyone coming in all at once. Hello to everyone who's just joined me. So to answer Right One Too, the add-on is I sold more, this one here. So this plays a sound every time one of your auctions sells. So that's pretty decent. Just as a workaround for now, that works really well. Hey Arnota, thanks for stopping by. And Pointy Gnome says our old realm price was 900. Okay. Price remains between 4,700 and 5k. That's pretty decent. Oh, thank you, Sublevel B. That's very kind of you. Hope you had a great stream too yourself. Hey, Penguin Plays Games. Thanks for stopping by the stream. And that's everyone else caught up with on chat. And we sold a Mark of the Heavy Hide. That's another sale of those. Okay, we sold a couple of those. That's pretty decent. I sold more is just the best add-on ever. Yes, definitely. That was the one I just got, isn't it? Yeah, I sold more. Yeah, you definitely want that. So you reset the market for it by doing that. The price will probably drop a bit, around 3 to 4k. But it's still a good price. Yeah, I think that's a pretty good strategy there, Pointy Gnome. Oh, hi Asakura. Thanks for stopping by the stream. Hope you're doing well. Oh, getting a load of notifications coming in there. I haven't quite seen them on my chat yet, so I'll wait for those to come in. And then I'll give you a proper response. I'm going to do my intermediate crafts and then gather all this up for my tailoring requirements. Hopefully... Oh, that's bombed out. That was interesting. Try that again. Hey, Alpha Test 1. Thanks for stopping by the stream. Lots of people coming in the chat. That's excellent. Ah, thank you, Penguin Plays Games and Cavidan. Thank you very much for the follows. Both of you. It's extremely kind of you. Anyone heard if Gummy got to Norway yet? I hope he has. I haven't seen him on Twitter of late, so I'm hoping he's going to give us updates of his adventures in Norway. Right, okay, so what do we need? Intermediate crafts we've got, so we need 29 bolts of ember silk cloth. That's loads. Right, okay, let's get those queued up and then we can sort all this list out. So we need to go to ember silk, materials, bolt imbued. Where's ember silk? I could search for it, but sometimes it might crash TSM. Let's try. Yeah, it did crash it. Searched for ember. Reload UI. Let's try that again. I think he said he was leaving on Monday. Oh, okay. So he hasn't quite left yet. Probably packing his bags. Continue and make sure everyone knows when he arrives. Yes, I'm sure she would. Right, okay, so we can't search for that. So let's go, just scroll up and see if we can spot it in our list. Actually, what we can do is we can search for it with the old UI. And then we can do bolt of ember silk cloth and do create all, because it's got the 29 there anyway. There we go. There's a workaround for now. It's probably just a short fight. Oh, thank you, Excelsius, for the follow. Extremely kind of you. Yeah, just a short flight. I'm not sure how much it probably is. Probably less than 4 hours, I'd imagine. Probably be a 15-hour flight from the USA. Yeah, I think. Although I think you'd probably go up and over. If I think. Really sounds like a bolt of imbecile. That would be interesting. Pointy Gnome. A whole load of imbeciles being created. Yes, it's just the ember silk. Need to make sure I pronounce my E's. Yes, if you go up and over, it might only be 8 hours. Ooh, looks like I might be dropping a few frames there, hoping it's not lagging out too much for everyone. Hopefully TSM's going to pick back up. Oh, not TSM, OBS. Right, okay, so the ember silk is done. We need bolt of linen cloth. So whilst we're here in the searching, linen, bolt of linen cloth. Yep, there we go. I'm going to do a create all. That makes it a bit easier. And then we can get on with, we can stop gathering, go back to regular TSM. So we're going to make a blue linen shirt, a brown linen shirt, otherworldly bag, that's the one that took all the ember silk, and a high gel, oh that took some more ember silk as well, the high gel expedition bag. And now for the hexweave bag, we could do with some more hexweave cloth. Uh-oh, you run out of roseate pigments. Whoops. I hope you managed to get them again, Emery, at a decent price as well. Hey, Paul Easter, thanks for stopping by the stream. Hope you're doing well. It's the end of the world. Yeah, It's terrible when you run out of stock. I don't want to get to that state ever again with Chaos Crystals. I still have nightmares over that. So I'm quite pleased with where I'm at the moment. Let's just switch to this and look for Hexweave. I'm sure I've done the cooldown for this. Yes, I have. That's unfortunate. Is that all the Hexweave I have? I've got 67. Maybe I need to just pick up some work orders. I don't think I have any left in the bank. Looking in there, I can't see any. Hex, no. What about the reagent bag? No, it wouldn't be in there either. No, okay. I don't think so. The end of the world is if you run out of sumptuous fur. Yeah, definitely, Arnota. With your supplies of it. I did see some on my server that I picked up for 1 gold. There was only 19 of them, but that was quite nice. Because my average purchase price of sumptuous fur is 1 gold 54, which is amazing. And that's kept me in supply for my Hexweave all the way up until now. All that 4,000 I've got, but I've only got 891 left. So I will have to think about sumptuous fur at some point in the future. Sumptuous fur was 50 gold per 50 gold per fur when you logged on. And those greedy people bought out all yours at 8.5. Wow, that's amazingly. You got some if you need 50,000. Wow, that's going to be enough. Definitely Ponista. Is it worth to buy Dreamleaf and convert it into pigments and sell the pigments? I'm not sure, Penguin. It depends, I guess, on how much profit you can make on the pigments and whether they sell. Maybe try it with a small sample, see if you get any bites, and then see if you can ramp up the scale on it. If only you were on EU, yes, definitely. But I got transmog spam of all this crap that added to my appearance collection. Ah, okay. You put it back at 8.75 gold each. Okay, that's pretty decent then. Just reset the price back to what you're used to. Look at Shayra's spreadsheet. Yes, that's a good call, Emery. It's more your ball, isn't it? I don't know the market much myself. I don't know if you got the link to Shayra's spreadsheet, feel free to put it on there. I haven't seen it myself. So Dreamleaf is 10 and Sallows are 300 plus. Okay. Because you know none will sell at 50. Yeah, I don't think they'll sell at 50 if it's pretty high. It's the same with Chaos Crystals going over a certain amount. It's just no one's going to take that ridiculous price. Yeah, 2k per stack of 200. I think that would definitely deplete most people's resources. Right, okay, so where was I? I was looking at Hexweave, which I don't have enough for the Hexweave bag at the moment. But we do have enough for the Silkweave satchels, so we'll take that off and we'll craft this lot of satchels for a 3,000 profit. That's not as good as it could be, but I don't think that's accurately reflecting the price. What we really need to do is look at the price they're actually going for now and double check the crafting cost, because I believe the Silkweave satchel crafting cost is going to be quite decent now. Yes, 442. So I think I can sell for double that. They're selling for about 900 on my server. So there we go. Thank you, Emery, for the link there. I've not used the spreadsheet myself, but if it gives you your answers, then hopefully that'll help you with your Dreamleaf conversion. Yeah, when it goes above 2k, they start to riot in trade, claiming people are greedy and just how easy it is to farm. It's pretty funny when you tell them, if it's so easy, go farm it. Yes, I know it's easy to say, but not so much to do. Hey Rascas, thanks for stopping by the stream. Hope you're doing well tonight. And so we're going to post this lot on that we just made. This is tailoring and a few enchants. Is it enchants? No, I've already put the enchants on. So otherworldly bag, it's actually $8.50. It cost me $536 to make, so the profit isn't as good on that as TSM thinks, but it still is a profit. Silkweave satchels are going for $947, which is almost double profit. Hydral Expedition bag, on the other hand, normal price is, sold it for 6,000. We're going to try it for 8,000, so that looks decent. And then the shirts, yeah, they're fine at just whatever price they're going on at. Okay, we'll post them on and see how things go. You're rich with all 55 stacks. All 55 stacks you posted earlier sold. Wow. That's decent numbers indeed, Arnota. Definitely worth keeping up with that. There's certainly a demand still for sumptuous fur. Well, it looks like these are going to run out sometime soon. Just leave them for now. All to one person. Wow. Someone's definitely stocking up on them. Right, so looking next at food. I've got a feeling we've got a fair amount of food to restock on. What are we doing for food? Restock. Yes, the lavish serum feast sold out, which is always a good one. I'm wondering whether we need to up the amount of these. I'm not sure. Let's try gathering. Oops, move that back. Start gathering on those. Let's go sort out all our food. You have a few hundred stacks on your selling tool. Wow, that's just I can't. The figures you talk about are just beyond my comprehension with my small scale operation here. It's just amazing. Had a lot of fun looking at the armoury of your buyers yesterday. Oh, okay. That's interesting. Hey, Drop Pencil. Thanks for stopping by. Hope you're doing well. So just pick up another 50, yeah, and put them straight back on. Yeah, I'm not surprised, Arnota. So did you glean any good information from the armoury, Emery? Are they all super high level? Right, okay, intermediate crafting. We need to make sure we do all of these. That. And that. Go back to gathering. Open up. And collect it all up. Is that working? Yeah, I think so. Just got to stretch my legs out a minute. Yes, it is working. I can see that moving. Okay. You'd love to make as much as I do on enchants. Yes, I think I'm quite lucky on enchants actually. Most you've gotten was maybe 11k past 2 weeks from weapon enchants. Oh, okay. Doing alright, making a lot of gold with a gem obliterum shuffle. Okay. I haven't really tried selling obliterum. I'm not sure how well it does on my server. And that was a few enchants. Okay. Yeah, I think it really depends on your server. Some servers are good for enchants and some just the margins are too tight or the competition's too high, so it's not really worth bothering unless you're really into that market. So you basically have mythic raiders buying Vantus runes, casual raiders buying flasks, and just boosted or newly created characters buying glyphs. That's brilliant. So you've pretty much catered for all different types of the market. That sounds like a true goblin, Emery. That's definitely the way to go. Right, so let's have a look at our cooking. Need to move this over, go back to crafts. Good evening, Grace. How are you this fine evening? Hope you're doing well. We're just in the middle of sorting out our cooking. Bit of chef's hat hype. Right. Okay, so that reminds me actually, I was going to ask you lovely people in chat about emote icons. I've been looking at designing some extra ones, just thinking of shuffling up my tiers. and I was trying to think of ideas, and I've come up with a few different ones at the moment. Where's my image at the moment? Where is it? I'm sure I saved this somewhere. It might be on my other laptop, I think. Yeah, I don't see it on here. One moment, I'm just going to turn the laptop on. There we go. I'll just leave that to boot up, and then I'll let that synchronise with my main computer. Catch up on chat. Young well, just spent a few days helping a sick friend. Oh, that's very kind of you, Grace. I hope they're on the mend. Hope all are well. Sitting on a few days of snow. 16 inches. Wow, that's a decent amount of snow. We get barely a dusting here. I'm just going to log in. Hold on. That takes ages to log in, so I'll just leave that running. Yes, I do hope your friend does feel better. Fighting a tough battle, but you'll pass on good wishes. Yeah, send her all our love from the WoW community. Sending good positive vibes your way. Right. Whilst that's booting up, I'm going to do my intermediate lists. Queue that. Labour queue ribs. 567. Queue those. Barracuda. What's that? That's 6. 16 inches of snow. Love to see that this season. Yeah, definitely would love that snow. Just think of all the snowmen you can make. Although I'm sure it's not that much fun having to drive in those kind of conditions. Barracuda, right? Drogbar is the same amount, so I can put those on. And pickled shal'dorei. Where's that? There it is. Just 2 of those. And spiced rib roast. That's omelettes. Where's the rib roast? There it is. Is that 2 of those? Yes, it is 2. Queue those up. Oh, you love driving in it. Still work taking the kids to school on the bus. It's cleaning it off where you need to walk that's the hardest. Oh, okay. Well, that's cool. I think the big part of my big mailboxes this weekend is that it was the weekend. During the weekend, people are inclined to buy stuff all throughout the day because they play all day. Yes, you catch a good market of people, I think, during the weekend. Different casuals, plus mixed with raiders and all sorts. During the week, most of the sales come in the evening. Yes, yeah, definitely. I think that matches the kind of things that I have here. Did we put spiced rib roast on? We did. 2 of those. Suramar surf and turf, though, we need 6 of. Queue those up. And deep fried mossgill. That one we need 2 of. Be nice once TSM allows me to be able to do this more automatedly, if that's a real word. Koi scented shal'dorei. That's the last one. Ooh, loads of those. 9 we need. And again, cursed queenfish as well has gone under. So it suggests the auction house for these, but I'm actually going to make them. So I'm going to go with... Where's cursed queenfish? Have I even got it? Should be here somewhere. Sure, I've got that as a recipe. Oh, we need to... That's not actually a recipe, is it? That's the actual ingredient. Now I realise. We must have run out of those. And salt and pepper shank is the other one I'd like to do, which is probably get 5 of those. 5 and queue those up. Right, we're ready for that. You've had many things sell early morning. Okay, like 6 to 8 a.m. Now that would match Pointy Gnome with my own kind of patterns in the first thing I do when I get up in the morning at about sort of like 6:30 is I go on and I do my morning shopping, usually for materials. But if I was the sort of person that was looking for items, then I imagine I might buy them at that sort of time as well, because then I'm working all day and I don't have a chance to get on. And what with the API being down, then people can't really do it whilst they're at work or use their phone. So there's kind of like a difference there. I need to go pick up some cursed queenfish then, if I've run out. Actually, what I'll do is I'll make the stuff I've got here first, just in case I need to pick anything up, and then I'll fill in the gaps. Let's do it this way round, I think. Might as well power through these with the old chef's hat. Don't tell me to wake up early. not an early riser then, Emery. Okay, price went back up to 24 gold per cloth. So you posted mine back to 9.25. Okay. 60 stacks. Looks like you're getting a good handle on those markets, Arnota. Just so many sales, which is brilliant. You need your sleep, Emery. Yeah, I guess it depends on how your body's wired, really. I'm mainly an early riser, but I can do the odd late night as well. You might as well make gold off those buying it up, because they're freaking out it's going to rise a lot. Yeah, so you might as well catch it on the rise. Sort of put people's minds at rest that it's not all going to be super expensive, and they'll buy off you even quicker. It's kind of like an interesting psychology, that one. Right, are we making labour queue ribs? Should be. Oh, we're going to have to click these manually, I think. It's going so... I think it's lagged out a little bit. And bear with me whilst I go through it. Okay, we've run out of... What have we run out of? Big gamey ribs. Okay. Need to visit the guild vault and pick up some more, it would seem. Glad I stayed by the guild vault for this. Didn't know, but a friend just told me of an add-on called Stream Buddy. Okay. It posts where you want it to raid or such that you're streaming. Okay. Okay, so it okay, so like whilst you're playing, it sort of lets you know that lets your raid know that you're streaming. Okay, that's quite an interesting idea, if I understand what you're saying correctly. You had one guy a while back buy almost 500 stacks in a single day. He's buying it faster than you can post it. Wow. Said it was from something else, not a WoW add-on. Okay. Still think it's neat. I love how this kind of integration works. So what was that? Stream Buddy. I'll see if I can look that up on a tab to look at later. I'll just type that in. There we go. So it's on Steam, it looks like, perhaps. You tried to stream last night, did not go well. Oh, that's a shame. Arnota, was it what, from technical issues? Too far away. There we go. Guild Vault, pick those up. And what are we missing? Just the cursed queenfish there. Suramar surf and turf we're going to make. And a whole load of here. And then we're gonna, at least thought it didn't, but Sephorium was watching. Excellent. And good old trusty Sephorium. Wish you could stream. Your fossilized yam can't handle it. Only such a noob, I have no idea how to set it up. Yes, much like Mr. Potato here, he does struggle with streaming. Just about does it. But I have to be careful with my settings. You got OBS installed. You cannot for life of me figure out it from there. Oh, okay. I'm using OBS here. I'm using my graphics card to do my yeah, my processor's pretty old. It's a AMD 4100, so it's really old. So what I did instead was I got my graphics card to do the encoding, the NVEC encoding, and that just about holds up. But I've got all my graphics settings set to minimum, so yeah, it's definitely not the most visually beautiful, and I still lag out quite a bit. My potato. Yours is your grandmum's potatoes from looking at my setup. Oh, okay. Kind of gives me a ray of hope then that I'm not completely terrible with my computer. Right. Okay. So cursed queenfish we need to shop for. We could go in our shopping ingredients, but we'll just do the one. Oh, Q, W, cursed Q, that'll do us enough. Your settings are at 0 and your cards are 550. Ah, okay. Yeah, that may be pushing it a bit then perhaps. Why haven't I been buying this? I seem to have run out. Ah, because, interesting. My purchase average price is 1 gold 92. Yeah, or TSM's telling me the market price is 9 gold, which is obviously out. But my shopping operation was using my average price. And the processor is an old 2007 Intel. Oh, okay. And Pointy Gnome's got an i7-7, wow, and a GTX 1080. That's completely the other end of the scale, Pointy Gnome. You gave it a new power supply last year and another stick of RAM this year. You can't do much else. It's so obsolete. Yeah, I know. It's really unfortunate when it gets to that point where you just can't do any more, other than having to completely upgrade the whole motherboard and everything else. Well, maybe the graphics card you could give a little boost. I mean, I know my 710, my GTX 710, cost me about £30, so it's not massively better than that. I think a 550. I'm not sure. I'm just going on the numbers really. Yeah, the 550 is probably. I don't know, I'd have to look at the GPU benchmarks for it, but yeah, it's probably, if it's anything like my 710, then it's probably not quite up to par. I'm going to buy a whole load of this, even though it's above my average buy price. I think at 2 gold 45, we still need a decent stock of it. Ideally, I'd need to get to about 1,000. I don't think there's anything else much bigger that's going to take me there without going up to the 4 gold mark. So I'll buy the 37 and the 14, and I'll leave the rest, I think. GPU performance scales with CPU. If your CPU is not very good, that'll bottleneck it like crazy. Yeah, that's a good point. If they're completely out of whack, then yes, one won't be able to feed the other enough information. So yeah, that's a good point, Pointy Gnome. You don't want to go too far out of the range. afraid now if you try to add a new card or tamper with it, it'll just crumble. So I'm like, it's fine. You'll leave it be. It's been good to you. You're slowly saving towards a new one. Yes, definitely. But when you save, something else goes and takes your money. Such is life. Yeah, absolutely right one too. I understand that. Yes, you can check the video because you accidentally made a recording to see if it works. Ah, okay, yeah. Yeah, that's what I did when I was setting up. I was just doing recordings and seeing what it was like. I have like a very small budget for sort of disposable income, which is why it's taken me so long to buy all the different parts to the microphone. So now that I've gotten that, it's going to take me a few months to save up for a graphics card, which is the next upgrade for Mr. Potato. Not a massive upgrade because there's no point in putting a 1080 like you said with the bottleneck, but I think a 1050 would at least give me enough of a boost on the graphics department to cope with the encoding. You know your 550's on the blink, or you get black hiccup screens once in a while. Yes, definitely sounds like it's sort of failing somewhere, getting black screens. Small budget, yeah, exactly. The rest of my money, all the money with my job, that goes straight to the family. That's like a completely separate account. Okay, all that money goes to my family, and then we give each other, me and my wife, just like a small budget each, which is our own sort of pocket money, as it were, for disposable things like going out for beers or anything like that, and then buying myself any upgrades. So it all comes out of the same pot, really. Actually was a lot better quality than you thought. Okay, just lag between Discord and your stream was annoying. Yeah, I think once you start getting that lag and the inability to be able to react, then yeah, it does. I think cause problems. Right, there we've at least got some queenfish going. That's good. So we can do our final bit of fighter chow. I'm not sure whether that needs a cooking fire actually. No, we do. Okay, oops. Where's my cooking fire? I'm going to put it down somewhere there. I think so. Right, let's make these. Do I have children? Yes, I do, Pointy Gnome. So they take the rest of my money, definitely. Since this one's been so good to me and not hard on your PC where you're going to build it from scratch again, it'll probably have to last me another 10 years. Yeah, that sounds like me right one too. I love building PCs as well, so it's always good fun. The video scared you because you're, why can't I hear people, and turned it up, and then you hear Sephorum say something super loud. I bet that scared you, definitely. When you did the test that Twitch offers, and it failed off the start repeatedly. Oh, okay. So if you want, people can watch me do 6 hours of garrisons. Well, I think there's a market for everything on Twitch. It's such a varied community everywhere. There's always going to be something that's going to appeal to someone. Right, okay, so we're going to post up our food that we've just been making. That explains a lot then. Otherwise it wouldn't be a potato. You have no children, so afford to buy a computer every 2 to 4 years. Absolutely. Yeah, my son, for his birthday, we built him a computer a couple of years ago, which is better than Mr. Potato, but still, very much on a frugal budget, which is great budgeting for the right parts and using part picker to mix it all up. So it was good fun doing it together. Really enjoyed that. People used to watch Bradar do his dailies on all his tunes every day. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you guys watch me, and I'm just, bumbling around on the auction house. So there's definitely a cause for anything, really. Also, was going through my mail, which was not that fun to watch either. Oh, I don't know. There's something to be said from having a decent amount of mail. I mean, I know my disenchanting of bracers can sometimes get a bit tedious, but, you know, most of the time when I play WoW, I'm doing it on stream, so whether it's something boring or something exciting, it's kind of the same thing. The only thing I don't stream in WoW is my early morning routine, which nobody wants to see me drinking my coffee and sitting in my dressing gown, so I'll spare you that nightmare. Right, so we've posted up all our auctions. We've done, it was like 150 Dark Moon Fair quest items. Wow. Yeah, that's a decent amount. Well, the 150, that's only three mailboxes. We've done that. Okay, so I think we could probably do with moving on to Nomi and Dalaran and World Quests next. So let's head on up there. Whilst I'm doing that, see if that's synced up with my laptop. What I was going to show you all was my latest... where is it? Just put it in notes. Doesn't seem to be in here. I wonder if that's not synchronized up. That's not gone through. I'll just check on here. Just bear with me whilst I'm just going to try and... What I'm looking for is the icons I designed on my laptop, is to see if they're actually been where I'm looking for on my main PC. Yeah, it was bad, although because you found out you have like 8 or 9 or some, but like 26 of others, so you need to even them out a bit more next month. Oh, okay. It takes a bit of organising. Does he play WoW as well? He does occasionally, my son. He likes to do a bit of mount farming, but his subscriptions run out at the moment, and I think he's playing some other games at the moment, so hasn't been quite back into WoW just yet. But he might do, especially when Battle for Azeroth comes out. We'll see. We'll see then. Where am I headed? Trying to do 2 things at once here with my netbook. Not sure it's fully working. Just want to double check my Dropbox was synchronized up. Bear with me. Looks like it hadn't synchronized. So slow, it's still loading. There we go. Okay. Right, it's going to take a little while. I'll leave that to upload. In the meantime, once I'll finish off running around here, go see Nomi. Grind my mats for me. Yeah, he doesn't expect me to resub him, so he's quite good on that front. He kind of like will at least spend his own money on it. How many prepared ingredients? We've got 7, not quite enough. Okay, Nomi, we need some more work orders. Let's carry on with the lean shank. Best son ever is he who farms your mats. Yeah. That would be a sort of like a time exchange. Well, he did sell me his silk when he picks them up, so he will at least he'll at least give me a good price on silk if he picks them up. Doesn't specifically farm it, but if he picks them up whilst questing, then he would. Right, okay, so just check on our order hall missions whilst we're here. And that's still synchronizing. That's going to take a little while, I think. And what did we have? I think we had a couple of gold missions. we'll check on those. What have we got? Gold and some Argosian reach. That's pretty good. Has anyone expired? No. Use a healing well though. Use that up on someone. Just to keep them topped up. Yes. And then, right, okay, what do we need? We've got another gold one. We got some Army of the Light rep. Oh, there we go, Santanax. Definitely want that.
I stand ready to help.
We want the 3-day one, so let's start that one off. And that leaves us with gold's at now at 100%. Okay, so what else have we got that we could possibly do? 186 for Veiled Argonite or 161 for Army of Light. Now I think I might take the Army of Light because I do need that rep to tick over. And then I might take the Veiled Argonite. Got 155 of that, so I'll keep that ticked up as well. Okay. So that's done. Is that synchronized? I think it has. Let's just double check. Ah, yes, there we go. So I've got four ideas so far for emote icons. I'm still thinking of some more. But these are the ones that I've got kind of at the moment. I'll move this over to the side so you can see it actually. So I've got these, this one, and a variation of this one as my 3 tiers at the moment. But I think this chef's hat one is definitely a contender for one of the tiers. But I'm not sure about these G's on the eyes of this one. And I was thinking maybe another one like this as a photo, but as a thumbs up kind of emote icon. I wasn't sure. Kind of like just still thinking of ideas of different things. So I'll be interested to know if you guys have any ideas or got any preferred ones that you like. Let me know. And then we can I can see if I can knock some more up and sort of like put them back and forth on Twitter maybe. The idea of the G's was going to be dollars for like gold coins, but then I thought I'd do it as G's for gold coins rather than dollar symbols. But I'm not sure it's very clear really what that is. The chef one, yeah, I definitely like the chef one. I think that one came out quite well. And as I always run around with my chef's hat, I thought that would be useful to you guys to use as an emote. This one is a bit too generic, I think, my tier 1 one. I'm not sure whether that's just my head. It's just my crafting face, so it doesn't really do a lot. And then my Bob Ross styly one is probably a bit esoteric, really. I think a more generic sort of smiley cheer one might be quite nicer. So definitely we're getting votes on the chef's hat, I think, which is good because that's what I was thinking as well. So that's good. Thank you for your feedback. If you have any other ideas, you know, ping it in chat or stick it on Twitter, and I'll see if I can knock some more up. Quite enjoy making icons. It's good fun. Right. Okay. So, checking next in our list is going to be world quests. I like the chef one and the G one, but I do agree something tweaked with the G's, different coin perhaps, or gold pouring out of the eyes. That could be a bit gruesome, but I like the thinking with that one. Or maybe, what if I did a gold statuette of the face, like make the whole face out of gold? I could do that. That could be quite interesting. If I retexture the model of my head, and use a gold texture on it over the whole head, a bit like sort of Goldfinger style. Maybe that could work. Oh my word, look at all these bloods. A 7 and a 5, and then 2 1s could probably skip, but I think we better do those 7 and the 5s. Gold coin headdress. Oh, a gold beard, that's quite a good idea as well. I like your thinking, right one too. Golden beard emote. Yeah, definitely, that sounds a good one. I'll have a try of those. See if I can come up with something nice. Right, let's head on. Which is the closer of the two? Well, let's fly in that direction and see which comes up first. I mean, it's down to you guys really, because it's for you, the emotes. You know, what you would find the most fun to use is what I'm sort of like most interested in creating something that's going to appeal to you and you'd like to use. So yeah, the mustache with a beard with gold flying everywhere. Definite gold theme then, definitely. Right, we're going for elemental abuse first, it looks like. Yeah, it's just down here and then that one's up there. Okay. Easy enough. Might as well pick up some nether shards whilst we're here. Convert them into chaos crystals. Actually, I'll do that. I'll do that now whilst I'm flying over there. Right, so we need to buy a whole load of nether shards. How much should we buy? Let's try 50. I think that might be too much. Is it? No? How much did we use? We didn't buy 50 though, did we? 10? That leaves me with... Oh no, we have got quite a load here. Let's do another 10. Don't have the required items, okay. Let's try 5. Oh, we're right out. Is that right? Yeah, that one's that one, that one's that one. Okay, and that's all the whole resources, okay. We've got the right amount there. Emote of a photo without the beard. That's a very strange one. I've had this beard for about, how long is it now? 3 years now. And my old photos just don't look anything like me without the beard. Right, so we're going to make all of these. It's a shame we have to make them and then disenchant them. It'd be nice to be able to do it all, not have to make them and just disenchant them straight away. But we'll go through all of this. At least this is all some nice chaos crystals, which is extremely useful. Right, stretch my legs whilst I'm doing this. Oops, there we go. Oh, did I just put that on by mistake? 885, yes I did. Swap that back over. There we go. Ooh, that was close. I nearly actually swapped it over and disenchanted the wrong thing. So that could have been disastrous. Luckily we've got all these and got that. Gonna do this. Create all of these. Promote my stream like Bob Ross does World of Warcraft. Yeah, I mean that's one of the things though is although I am in many ways similar to Bob Ross, I do like to kind of like keep it more as, you know, Samadan does World of Warcraft and just happens to be also very chill, which is also a bit like Bob Ross, if you see what I mean. Rather than copying his mannerisms or copying him directly, it's just kind of like a byproduct of how I am. Right, running out of space to click with everything going on there, so Dauntless Hood we need to make, and then we need these. I think everything else is, that's rep. Might as well use the rep up whilst we're here. Do that one. Happy little gold icon. Nice one, Calabreth. Yes, there are no mistakes in WoW gold making. Just happy accidents. There we go. Right. Okay. So those lot are done. So we can disenchant all of these for our chaos crystals. And occasionally a blood would be nice. If we can get that. Someone reset the Hexu bag market on one of your realms to 5k per bag. Wow. Well, I hope they do sell for that. They go for about sort of 2.8 to 3k on my server. So 5k would be a definite bargain. It depends whether it's too late, really. Whether people have already made all the characters they want to make. I don't know, because some people, like myself, don't have all the requirements yet. So some people might be having to grind out like Insurrection and all the other sort of requirements to get the races. So it might actually still be a demand for it. Kind of depends on where people are at and how much people want to do it. I've got a feeling there's gonna be new characters, you know, throughout for the next couple of months, definitely. Most of your realms are above 3k. Wow, that's pretty decent. Obviously there's a demand for them. Although also the Silkweave Satchels are doing well for a lesser profit, about 450 profit, but I am selling quite a few of those still. You bought a few of them today for 2,800. That's a pretty decent price. The day they released the races, you sold 18 bags for 9k a pop. Whoa, that's brilliant. And you got some as well, Sephorium. That's cool. I know you were keeping hold of yours. 4,500 is a nice price. Oh, thank you, Kosturk, for the follow. Very kind of you. Yeah, people have been grinding rep for days. Yeah, just trying to get the unlocks because they weren't prepared. Wasn't so much I wasn't so much prepared as I just didn't have. I had different efforts. Okay, do that. Contribute. Can't contribute anything. Okay, so we need to head on up for our bloods that we were doing after that little stopover. Yeah, I think people are still going to sort of be a little ways off being able to get all their characters. So yeah, I think it's nice to. I think it means that there's going to be people. Oh, I haven't got my nameplates turned on. Let's just do this. Oh, thank you, Goofy930, for the follow. Very kind of you. I'm not sure what my requirements are here in the group. I think just generally kill everything would be a good one. Let's just change my interface because I had the nameplates turned off earlier. My name, friendly players, and all NPCs. Turn that back on. A lot of people just level 1 at a time. Yes. But that's the other thing, isn't it? No one's really gonna. Oh, Labour Queue ribs just sold. Oh, picked up a load of stuff there. Ancient imbued silkweave. Oh, that's good. That's going to be useful. Assuming we still need to do a whole load of stuff on here. I expect it to continue for a while. Yeah, I think so. Not everyone's going to have the time to power level through lots of characters at once. And people are at least going to want to try out quite a few of the characters. got a few here. Let's just do these, do this, do this. What you do is use the daily invasions to level all your characters at the same time. You get 1 level per day. Yeah, the invasions are really good for those last 10 levels, definitely. Right, have we got everything? I don't know what we actually need to do for this world quest. Let's loot up and then have a look. Oh, power cores. Okay, we need to actually make sure we loot. That's going to be important. And there's some stuff to loot over there. Let's head on over. Maybe we can pick up some things here. There we go. Power cores. Is that everything? Multi-boxing makes it even faster. Yes, absolutely, Arnota. I bet it does. So you can get 3 tunes leveled at once. Yeah, I think that definitely represents the sort of like the upper end of the market. Right. Oh, we're done. Excellent. Okay. Right, let's head to the next one. Right, where do we need to go? Check the map. Oh, a little bit of a flight. Let me just move back. There we go. Right, okay, so where are we at? How are we doing for bloods? Oh, I turned them off. 50 bloods. Turned off, turned it on. Off, turned it on, there we go. Cost of power. 1 group. Okay, I'm assuming we're going to need... Oh, we need to phase in correctly. There we go. Imagine one of those. One of those. There we go. And then you can just AoE all of these down. I'm going to assume this is going to be fairly easy. There we go. Hardest part's getting the tunes to the invasions, even with summoning. Yes. I guess that is a part of it, isn't it? Right, is that all that looted? What else do we need to do? Is there anything else on here? Objectives. What do we need? Powering Corruptors Slain. Oh, we've done it. Excellent. There we go. You were thinking the Argus ones. Ah, okay. Rather than the Legion ones. Right, where do I need to go next? I think we're done with this. Not going to bother with the single ones. So I think head to the garrison next. It's not that bad because you can just fly with 2 tunes and summon them using dungeon portals. Use the summoning stone, that's a good idea. I hadn't thought about that. Okay, so missions, we'll just run through these. A few garrison resources. What's this? Reroll the abilities. I don't want to bother with that. We do want some garrison resources though. Pick those up. And what have we got here? A 2000 XP, we'll take that. Oh, there's a 15,000 there. I'm not sure whether we'll catch that or not, but we'll give it a go. And yeah, we'll leave the rest. There we go. The Argus ones are not as easy. multi-boxing on a potato is not something that would work. Yeah, definitely wouldn't work on this computer. Duffy is FYE. Looks like I'm not sure that's worked out exactly, that link. Smart image. Also use things for farming, like you have probably 6 or so class trials you can move to your farming spots, and it has a macro so they can pull me to different realms. Okay, that's pretty good. Anyway, by chance, the X-53 touring rocket, every time you try to mount that thing with a second character, it just disappears. Oh, okay. Oh, thank you, Bad Dory, for the follow. That's very kind of you. Welcome to the stream. Who have we got? Trader Jones, not Trader Jones, Harrison Jones. There we go. Trader Joe's is my guild name. No idea. Drop pencil with a rocket there because I don't have that mount. The only 2-seater mount I've got is the BlizzCon one. This one, which is lovely. Although not very useful when you don't have flying in Draenor. Hey, there's some goblin waves for Bad Dory. Some just fur, not very much there. So let's hop on me horse and do me herbs next. Oh, cat's playing with a ping pong ball. I like to keep it simple with just one account, playing with one character. Not as efficient maybe, but not a lot of micromanaging. Yes, I think that's kind of the stage that I'm at the moment. But I would like to have some more characters for more professions. So I think I'd definitely go that route. Right, there we go. Do all these, and then you can pick up the rest. Last couple. That one. And then we do our... What have we got? You have multiple characters on this account. But you mean one character playing at a time? Yes. I'm about at the main character I ever play is Samadan, and I very rarely play my other ones. So I'm on an even sort of more minimal stage in that point, you know. But yes, one account for me as well. Got to get another 30 toons. Yes, I think that's a pretty tall order, Arnota, but I like your ambition. If I had more time, if I was doing this full time, then I think definitely. With my limited resources, I'm not sure. By 40 you mean 30, you mean 400. Yeah, now we're talking crazy numbers. Right, let's get the work orders started up, and then we can use our brush work orders and go and pick up a whole load more axweave, which is really handy. And then we can go back and do it again. Get those done. Excellent. There we go. And then, how many have we got now? 175. So we can certainly make another hexweave bag out of that. So we'll go to here, and we'll search for, oh actually, done that, but hexweave bag can we make? Yes we can. There we go. Marvellous. There we go. When you say 400, it's because you can have 8 accounts per BattleNet and 50 characters per account. I mean, that's very ambitious. Crazily ambitious, but pretty good. You looted an item in Stratholme that should yield me 350k. Wow. That's the price according to multiple sources. Yeah. Should be getting your first gold bought game time soon. Excellent pointing home. That's a definite notch to remember, that mark of achievement. Alright, do I want to do anything in Draenor tonight? I'm wondering. Not sure whether I do tonight. I'm not sure I'm quite in. Because I have to do some more quest lines here, I think. Like there. The foot of the fortress, perhaps. Got quite a few things here. I wonder. You have like 120 characters. that's amazing. Honestly, more than one of each class is already a bit crazy, unless it's a multi-box team. Yeah. CloudCrackX, thanks for stopping by the stream. What professions are best? Well, I'm biased, but I can quite confidently say Enchanting is by far the best and my favourite. Although, that said, as Gunbots will also say, all professions are pretty good. You can turn a profit on any of them. With my experience though, because I've got tailoring and enchanting and cooking, I would say enchanting, then cooking, then tailoring, and then leatherworking. Although I haven't really done much with leatherworking other than use it for braces, so doesn't really count yet. But that would be my take on it. So yes, another +1 for cooking from Kosterk as well. Yes, I love cooking, especially if you've got the chef's hat. Alchemy and enchanting always do well. Best to have 2 characters, like 1 enchanting tailoring, 1 alchemy herbalism. Yeah, that sounds like a good mix-up, pointy gnome. I thought I was bad running 36 and only dual boxing more or less manually. You haven't multi-boxed since Burning Crusade. Yeah, I think I'd probably get into multi-boxing a little bit, but yeah, maybe just 1 or 2 characters, not anything too crazy. Right, I'm thinking I might do a little bit. Actually, no, I won't. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to the auction house first, put that hexweave bag on, check everything else, make sure everything's doing okay. Then what I might do instead is look at doing, speaking of leatherworking, I'm thinking of doing something with my Demon Hunter. You would, but not with this PC. Yeah, right, you're on too. I concur on that one. Right, let's get rid of the junk. And then post that hexweave bag up. Let's have a look at the prices of hexweave bags. So what have we got coming in from our auctions? A few bits, Lebeque ribs and a ring. That's 4,000. Let's do a shopping search for hexweave bags. I'm sure I've searched for it at some point. There it is. Just see if there's any decent prices. Yeah, it's all fairly steady there at 2,400-ish. I'm alright with that. So let's post it on. I'd use a Demon Hunter for gathering. Yeah, they're pretty nimble. I did have gathering on my Demon Hunter whilst I was levelling him up with the mining and herbalism, and that works really well. The gliding is definitely good for that. Although I guess Druid would trump that in some cases. Okay, so hexweave bag is on. What I'm going to do now is swap over to my Demon Hunter and see where he's at in terms of leatherworking recipes. Anything I need to send to him? I'm not sure. Don't think so. Right, so log out and let's swap over to Earthen, my level 109 Demon Hunter. Druid is better than anything for mining and herbalism, or just buy the flying golem mount. Yes, they're both useful alternatives. It depends whether you enjoy playing a druid, would be my main thing. Because I'm finding that with the demon hunter, I'm not fully enjoying demon hunter as much as I enjoy playing a priest. So whilst it's okay solo, it's not the sort of character I probably want to play too much. Right, here we go. So, demon hunter. Hunter or monk for skinning, depends on the farm you're doing. Yeah, I mean, that's where it helps to have all the different classes, is you can tailor what you're doing and what you find fun to the class you find fun as well. Druid shapeshifter's instant. Yeah, that's the useful part of it, isn't it? Oh, thank you, Arganth, for the host. Extremely kind of you. Right, okay, so we're looking at leatherworking at the moment on my demon hunter. Now, I don't know what I can actually make at the moment. I was looking into the Drums of Fury earlier. I'm not sure if I can even make it. We're not doing Legion patterns. We're looking here, and we haven't got any of the Draenor stuff. So we need to get that sorted. So what we need to do is head to our garrison on our demon hunter. So you don't have to dismount whilst gathering. Yeah, that's handy. With the golem mount, not having to dismount. Right. So you do when you're mining. Oh, that's interesting. So looking at my garrison here, Herb Garden, Mage Tower, what I want to make is a tannery for leatherworking recipes and all that stuff. So I'm going to start one of those up. That's going to be an hour anyway. Whilst I'm doing that, oh, I forget I'm not on my priest. Escape out of that. And we're going to see if we can fly over to Storm Shield, because I know there's a leather worker trainer over there. Try and get both things going at the moment. Okay, so let's head on over to Storm Shield. So this is based off my research. Where's my window that I had open? So if we look at my research page, I was looking over here for leatherworking, Drums of Fury. So I need raw beast hide, seems to be the ingredient I need to look for. So that's something to see if I can get hold of. Build the tannery, which we've just started. And it's sold in Storm Shield by Alira Moonsilk for leatherworking patterns, but I don't have all the recipes for that. So we're not quite there yet. But I think we're started with the tannery. I think that's the first step we need for our Draenor leatherworking. But let's see if there's anything we can pick up in Storm Shield whilst we're waiting for that to be built. If not, then we'll come back to this later. Can we get that spreadsheet? I don't think I can share it without making it editable. But I happily share all the bits and pieces on my Twitter as I've done research. I use a program called Real Time Board, Cloudcrack, and it's really useful for mapping out all my thoughts. So all my research. But yeah, I'll try and find a way to make it more accessible. At least it's nice for non-druids. Yeah, definitely. Why do I need the tannery? I think I need it just to be able to buy the recipes quite easily from the garrison. That's my thinking on it. You know, I may be wrong on that. Use your trade hub mostly for the drums of fury. Okay. So I'm looking over here somewhere. See if there's any drain or engineering. We need a profession person here, so let's have a look. Profession trainer, leatherworking. Let's see what we can get.
See you around.
Where are you? You're right here, are you? Engineering, engineering, and must be around here somewhere. Minor, leatherworking. Here we go. Leatherworking patterns, leatherworking trainer. Okay, so there's a few things we can buy here. So let's train in all of this lot. Since we have the gold for it. Is TSM really that good? Used auctioneer in the past, but it didn't help you much, to be honest. I love TSM. Absolutely love it. Even with the API being down. So I would personally highly recommend it. I'm buying a lot of recipes. Luckily I've got some gold on here. Ah, thank you Cloudcrack for the follow. Very kind of you. Right, I'm just watching to make sure we're not going too expensive here. Because we are spending some of our gold. We're getting to the more expensive stuff here now. Now Borean armor kit. Which of this stuff do we absolutely need? Not sure exactly. Okay, not everything here perhaps. Use auctioneer alongside with TSM. Yeah, I've never actually used auctioneer for a long time. I used it way back before TSM was around in vanilla, but I haven't used it since then. It takes a bit of setting up and has a learning curve, but if you find your way in it, then it should save you time in the long run. Yes, I've definitely found that, Pointy Gnome. It does take a bit of sort of like, it's got quite a steep learning curve to it, but if you take it one small section at a time, you do actually get through it. Been obsessed with my YouTube videos these past few weeks. Fair to say you deserve a follow and a sub, my friend. Oh, that's extremely kind of you, Grizzly. I didn't see a notification there, but that's extremely kind of you. Thank you very much. It's not easy. Hazelnut's vids help me get set up. Yeah, Hazelnutty Games does some really good TSM intro videos. So yeah, definitely recommend those. And Gumdrops definitely is the master of the TSM knowledge, font of knowledge. So yeah, definitely follow him. Thank you, Mavora and Grizzly, for the follows. Both of those most appreciated. And you have auctioneer on the side of the standard auction house UI to give percentages of marketplace when you want to do a quick search. Oh, okay. Yeah, I haven't looked into auctioneer. I haven't really used it. I'm still using TSM for pretty much everything that I'm doing. So yeah, that's definitely something to maybe look into. There's a list from easy to involved links. Yes, I know Gumdrops has them on his stream. I can't remember them, so if you find them, write one too. Yeah, by all means, pop them on the stream. It's a good list of different things there. Right, what we do want to do is this, Draenor Leatherworking. And then we want to do this, Drums of Fury. So let's do Draenor Leatherworking. And open that up. Let's learn all of this lot. And then we might have to pop back to the auction house to pick up some extra things. There we go, the guides. Excellent. Thank you, Right12, for putting that in the chat. You have TSM 3. Exactly. I think TSM 3 is absolutely fine, because TSM 4 is not quite there yet for mainstream production, but it's getting there definitely. Right, so Hazel being easy and shaving more intermediate involved. Exactly, yeah. Definitely go through all of those. There's some really good resources out there for TSM. And I know Breg Vids has done a series of TSM videos. You could check him out as well. Okay, so with that done, what's my leatherworking looking like? Because the thing I'm after now, crafts, let's go to the standard UI, I think. There we go. Still using TSM 3, even though you do have TSM 4, waiting for the API to come up and then switching. Yeah, that might be a good idea actually. Wait for the API. Let's just hope, fingers crossed, that it comes back soon. It's in beta, and you want it in that beta. Well, it is available in beta at the moment, so if you sign up for premium, you get it straight away, which is what I did when it first came out, and definitely I think it's worth it. Hazel, Mankind's, then Shay. Okay, Dory, that sounds like a good one. I'm not sure Mankind's. I don't think I'm familiar with those ones. Add your name to the list or sign up for premium. Premium gets you beta, otherwise they roll out beta and batches. Yes, I do. I'm not sure if they've actually done the first lot yet. I can't remember. Gumdrops was saying there's going to be some more beta keys released from the first people who signed up. Yeah, and if Gumdrops does some guides, that would definitely be worth doing. Thinking of doing a few myself, just maybe sort of like little tips and pieces here and there rather than an overall guide. But if there is a demand for them, I'd certainly be up for doing them myself as well. Right, looking at this, so what have we got? Draenor patterns. Burnished, secrets of Draenor leatherworking, that's what we need. So we need to get ourselves some raw beast hide. So what I might do actually is, as I'm here, is there an auction house here? I don't think there is there? What I might do is switch back to Samadan and see if I can add that to my shopping list. So let's log out here, and then I'll add that into a mailing list of sends to Earthen. Any raw beast hide we find. Seeing Samadan's got all the gold anyway. Yeah, I need to wait for TSM 4 to be a bit more sort of finished, I think. Otherwise things are going to be changed as well. There is one, okay. Cloudcrack. In the house down the hill, okay. Excellent, thank you both for the... oh, we sold our Hexy bag already. Thank you for that. I'm going to use Samadan anyway, because Samadan's got all the money, and Earthen looks like he's running out a little. So what I'm going to do is and I've forgotten already what we're looking for. Raw beast hide. Okay, there we go. So, shopping. Raw beast hide. What do we get? Raw beast hide scraps and raw beast hide itself, which is currently going for 5 gold by the looks of things. I don't know how expensive that is. I mean, according to the old DB market values, the market value is, I mean, the minimum was 3 gold. This was a month ago. I only know for Horde side, but I assume there's one for Alliance. Yeah, I would imagine if there's one for Horde, there'll be one for Alliance. But it looks like there's not a lot of raw beast hide. So what I'll do is I'll buy these first ones and then pick those up in the mail so I've got them. Okay, we've got a couple of sales in there as well, that's good. Right, okay. So now, what I want to do is in my groups for favourite shopping, we've got leather to send, which is the stonehide leather, which is going to have a shopping operation on it. Raw beast hide doesn't appear to be in here, so it's probably somewhere else. Somewhere else is the interesting one. I'm not sure where it's going to be. Here we go. No, it's not in there. I've probably put it in one of these groups just for random selling at some point. Maybe it... Yeah, here we go. We've got stuff like Borean leather here. Take that out. This is where I'm imagining I've probably put it. Yeah, here we go. Raw beast hide. Back when... Because I know Gumdrops did a lot of leatherworking stuff and I didn't know what to do with it at the time, so I probably sold it. Wishing I hadn't now, obviously. So going for here, we want to look for raw beast hide, and that is going into our shopping operation of leather to send, and it's going in our mailing operation of send to Earthen, and it's also in our shopping operation of average buy. So now Samadan will make that, and then hopefully, if our TSM groups, we go mail selected groups. Where's the beast hide? It's down here. So that should get sent to Earthen now, which is good. I wonder if we should send him some more gold actually. Target Earthen. Could probably do with another sort of 5,000 gold just to keep you started. Where's the actual send? Target. Oh, not cash on delivery amounts. No, that's the wrong amount. We just want to send 5,000. Let's just use the regular one then. Earthen. 5,000. Subject. Send. There we go. That way we know he's got some gold. Okay, so switching back to Earthen, we can have a look. Get him set up with at least getting those Secrets of Draenor tailoring set up, and the Drums of Fury, which is the next thing. Right, okay, so... And then we can start thinking about expanding the leatherworking profession of my Demon Hunter. Right, mailbox. Where's the nearest mailbox? Oh, we're standing right next to one, which is handy. I'll pick that up. Right, so looking at our leatherworking. What have we got? Take off the Legion ones. So... Secrets of Draenor tailoring. This is on a daily cooldown, so I want to create one, and then using that one we should be able to buy Drums of Fury, which should be our first special recipe to start with. Got no idea how well these are going to sell. So looking at our leatherworking, let's bring that back up. and go to the regular WoW UI. So, Drums of Fury. Here we go. So we need raw beast hide for this. Now it's going to say the crafting cost is 26 gold. Now what's that based off of? The mat cost you're saying is 5 gold 28, whereas my average purchase price is actually 5 gold 7. So what I'm going to do is go into TSM, crafting reports, materials, and go down to that raw beast hide. Where is it? Raw beast hide. And I'm going to change the price of that to just average buy. Now we've got smart averages turned on, so it's only going to be the average of what we've actually got in our bags. So now when we look at our leatherworking materials, crafts materials, raw, I thought that might do, searched in materials, reload that, okay. I wonder how many Drums of Fury we should make. Depending on the server you're on and the Blood of Sargeras you have, the best item you've made is Vigilance Purge. You sell them for 150k each and usually sell at least one a week. Oh, interesting. With leatherworking, that is. Okay. Vigilance Purge. I've never heard of that. Let me just put that in my list here. So let's get started with leatherworking. So we'll put in, this will just remind me to search up for it. Vigilance Purge. Can't spell. Vigilance, and you are saying 150k, one per week. So that will just remind me to look up for that and do some research like I've done research here. Let's change that to handwriting. There we go. So that's remembered for next time. Thank you for that, Grizzly. It's the legendary boot you can craft. Ah, okay. Fantastic. Poor Earthen might be a little ways off of that. But I think it's something to aim for, definitely. Okay, so let's find out where this auction house is. Might as well do it whilst we're here. Auction house. Whether you're looking for to make things, set up a shop, just down the road. Okay, just stretch my legs out. Oh, it's just down here. Just down here, okay. Where's the auction house? Is it actually inside? What's the crafting cost on those? On the boots? Yeah, that'd be interesting to know. Good evening, Pinik. Thanks for stopping by. Hope you're doing well. What's this? This the auctioneer? Yes. Okay.
You need something?
Awesome. Right, let's have a look. Drums of Fury. What kind of price are they going for? And what stack size are they going for? Are they going in stacks of 20? How many do people use? Stacks of 10, stacks of 5. Seem to be selling for about 58 gold. And crafting costs is 25 gold. So about 25 gold, 25 to 30 gold profit we've got on those, looking at that. So what I would do in this case, just to test the market out, is let's have a look at our group. So we haven't really got much of a leatherworking group set up yet. We've got some materials here which you don't really need, so we can get rid of this group, because materials I like to put in my shopping really. So we're going to delete that group, and we're going to look in our crafts. So the bracers we're making anyway, so what I'm going to do is give myself some drums of fury first and foremost. Crafting, Legion, and what I might do is take those drums of fury. Oh, this is already in favourites actually. I wonder if I can put this in favourites as well. There we go. Just keep it up there for the moment. So how many shall we make? Well, let's just start making a load. How many? Let's see how many they stack in. I'm imagining they're going to stack in 20s. So I'm going to try this with 35 drums of 36. I'm going to make 36 if I assume they're going to go in stacks of 30. See how that goes. And then we can think about setting up this group. I'm going to assume 20 is the max, and then it'll be another stack. Yes, it will. Okay. So I want to do a stack of 20, a stack of 10, a stack of 5, and a single one. That's why I've gone with 36. And that way I can test which of these are going to sell at different capacities and at what rate. And then I can get a feel for the market on these. You love looking at me discovering a new market. Small steps, Emery, small steps. But I think it's a good way to sort of learn together, definitely. Real gold making right here. Let's hope so. Let's hope so, definitely. This is based off of listening to Gumdrops' stream, and I remember him saying that Drums of Fury was a good seller. So I'm using his advice and trying to apply it myself. So we've got 36 of these. So we now need to just check our groups. So we're going to make a new leatherworking group. I think I'm going to keep that in the crafts group. I'm going to make a new subgroup. I'm just going to call this what should I call this? Leather goods. And then inside there I'm going to make a subgroup. I'm going to call this Drums of Fury, because this is going to need a special operation for the 5, the 10 and the 20. Drums of Fury, there we go. Drums is an amazing seller, especially during the Mage Tower. Okay, that's useful to know. Okay, so into this group we put our Drums of Fury. Can I move my window to the right, Sam? You're right. Oh, okay. I'm not seeing an OBS. Oh, yes, I can see it. It's a bit. There we go. There's my face filling it too much. There we go. I hope that's better. Oops, lost my messages. Flasks are pretty nice too, as well as pots. Okay, so that's alchemy, isn't it? Cloudcrack. Yeah, we definitely want to do that as well. Right, so we've got our group set up for Drums of Fury, and we want a set of posting operations here. Now I want several, really. We want to override the parent, and then we want to add in Now I've got cooking here in 20s, 10s and 5s, but I'm not sure whether those quantities are going to be correct. For the legendary gloves, it requires 250 storm scale, 1 nether shard essence, 65 bloods, and 1 prime warden scale. You get this when the nether disruptor is up, and have 800 leatherworking. Okay. Do you need to do any mythic dungeons for that grizzly, or is it all pretty much just waiting for the right things to come up? Because I know that one. That what I have problems. Or the nether shard essence is basically just nether shards, isn't it? So it looks like maybe not. Because I know the tailoring one is always a tricky one for that. No problem, Cloud Crack. Thanks for stopping by anyway. Good to have your company. Have a great sleep, and see you next time. So if I was to use cooking on this, let's just look at the operation of this. So the posting operation is 48 hours. Now the post cap I've got at 20, so there's too many of those at the moment. So what I'm going to do is go back to this and make a new one instead. So looking at Drums of Fury, we're going to take off the cooking 20s, but we're going to do something. All the crafted Legos require you to run dungeon for pieces. Oh, okay, right one too. Yeah, so it's like the tailoring one, the Knight's Dichotomy. That needs mythic dungeons for that one as well. You need to run the mythic ones. Okay, yeah. And that's why you've never crafted them. You feel the time to run is taking away from the 22's other crafting. Yeah, I'm the same. I've never made the legendary tailoring simply because I've never gotten around to it. There's always something else I'd rather do. So let's look at. But for some, it's good. Yeah, definitely. If you're willing to put the time in. So I'm looking at these cooking 20s, 10s, and 5s. I'm going to do similar now with for these Drums of Fury. So let's create a new operation, and we're going to call this Drums 20s to start off with. And the posting of this is going to be 48 hours. The post cap, I'm going to set at 1 for now until we've sort of like worked out everything. You hate having to run by, force a dungeon or raid for a needed metal recipe rather than do rep grind. Yeah, you kind of got less control on it, really. But if you have the free time, it's a good profit. Yes, absolutely. So the post stack size for the 20s is going to be 20. We're not going to allow partial stacks. And the bid price is going to be 94%. Undercut amounts 1 copper. Now the minimum price we want as 110% crafting. Now that we've got our crafting costs set based on our average price, the maximum price, well, they were going for about double, so let's say 500% crafting would probably cover that. And with the overgearing now, they only take about 15 minutes. Okay, yeah, that's true. Can take a while, but things are selling on the auction house and you can run them with ease. Yes, that's true with the overgearing, like Excelsius said. One of your guildies does this to buy a token each month, and you never hear him saying is, all you ever hear him saying is, got to run Dungeons for Bloods. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing, there's a lot of Bloods, though. I'm not sure running Dungeons for Bloods is probably the best way, because I use the World Quests and Disenchanting stuff for my Bloods, but then you've got to obviously be an Enchanter for that. Although skinning, I think, is a good way for getting Bloods. So maybe if you did leatherworking and skinning, that would be a good... you don't even need a healer anymore to do them. Oh, that's a shame. As a healer main, I kind of miss that. Your voice is so calming. Oh, thank you, Mavora. That's very kind of you. So going on, finishing off our operation here, we want the normal price. It's looking unlikely these drums are going to come in at a normal price, but we're going to go with something regular like 200% crafting. which is about what they're selling for at the moment anyway. So with that in mind, do the World Quest of Bloods and Disenchant Shuffles. You do them even as we speak. Yes, absolutely. I think that's where I spend a lot of my time doing as well. Right one too. Okay, so that's set up. That's good. We actually need to make a couple more of these now that are almost like a copy of these. Not shopping, auctioning. So we've got drums 20s. What we're going to do is use TSM4 to copy that and copy it again. So drums 20s, we're going to edit this to be drums, whoops, wrong button, drums 10. Now this is the power of TSM4 being able to do this. This is really handy. Okay, so drums 10s, and this is going to be the same as this, except for the posted stack size. It's going to be 10. And again, no partial stacks. And then on this one, we're going, no, this one, we're going to edit this and change this to drums 5s. And this time, we're going to allow partial stacks. Okay. You have a Tauren Druid Herbalist Leatherworker, and you can get around 75 bloods each day and sell the herbs on the auction house. Okay, yeah, a bit mind-numbing now and again. With a bit of music, you're golden. Yeah, that's definitely good. That's definitely worth it. Damn, I really need to get yourself TSM4. Yes, Emery, get yourself TSM4. It's marvellous. Come join us. So with my 3 operations for posting, drums 20s, 10s and 5s. So now when we go into our group and look at our leather goods, drums of fury, look at our group operation. So we're doing drums of 20s. So it's going to post 1 stack of 20 drums, but no partial stacks. Then if there's anything else, is there a timeline for TSM to be regularly released? I have no idea, Mev, or I'm sure it's going to be a while. Gumdrops does assure me that it's going to be before Battle for Azeroth comes out. So there's a deadline there. And then I got no idea. I think it's going to be a bit, probably at least another month, but that's a complete guess on my front. On your 5s, you check partial and leave 20 as a stack. Oh, I forgot to change the stack in 5s. Okay, thank you. Okay, what we'll do then, Blizzard is planning to do some changes to the auction house. One that's going to change. Would be nice to have performance fixes. Yes, that would be nice, definitely. Okay, so let's go double check our operations. So we're going to do drums 20s and then drums 10s, then 5s, sorry. There we go, drums 5s. Okay, let's just edit that. As you rightly said, yes, I didn't. I forgot to do the post stack size. So that's 5, and allow partial stack is on. Right, okay, so that's drums 20s, 20 and off, drums 5s, 5 and on, and drums 10s, 10 and off. There we go. You have TSM, but what is that? This is TSM for beta, Penguin. So definitely a visual difference to TSM 3, but with its group operations, it's much improved. Does TSM 4 require reload after each change, like TSM 3 does? You mean after each change when you log into a character? No, well, with the delay, if you mean that, yeah, it doesn't have the delay anymore, which is really good. What they need to do is get rid of the auction house tax it takes from you when you sell those Blizzcraft goblins. Well, that's Blizzard just taking their top off it. Really, I think that's probably never going to go away though. TSM 4 isn't out yet. The beta is out though. If you want to sign up for the beta, you can. You go to the Trade Skill Master and there's a link there somewhere for signing up for the beta. Or if you want to get it straight away, if you buy premium, then you can you get it straight away like I did here, and then you can start using it straight away. Bear in mind it is in beta, so you know it does come with its bugs and the expectation that you're going to feed back on those bugs, but it's definitely worth it. It's certainly usable. I've been using it for well over a month now and it's been fantastic. In TSM3, every time you change an operation or anything, you have to reload the game to save. Oh, okay. No, I've not encountered that right one too. I've just been able to just go straight from one to another. Let's try it now. In fact, if you download TSM4, does it keep the TSM3 data or does it start afresh? No, it ports over everything, Penguin. So basically, all your existing groups come across. The problem you have is it's not currently with TSM4 importing and exporting groups using strings isn't fully implemented yet, so there's a slight problem there. But then saying that, if you want to roll back to TSM3 you can, because the app will make a backup of TSM before it goes up to 4, so you can always go back to it if you find it doesn't work out for you. The cost of the auctions are there to avoid inflation. Yes, exactly, Drop Pencil. That's kind of like how it's going to work. So maybe that's another benefit from TSM4. Yeah, I think it's probably one of those ones. I haven't realised that was a problem in TSM3, but I'm thinking, I hadn't tested it fully, but it looks like it's probably not a problem in TSM4. That's only when you import operations from someone else. Oh, is that right, Excelsius? Okay, that's good to know. I've not actually tested it myself. Okay, so testing this now, what we should have is an attempt to post 20 drums. So it'll post one stack of 20, it'll post one stack of 10, then it'll post one stack of 5, and then anything left over, like we've got one left over, it'll post one like that, is the theory. Okay, so let's try this out. I'll go to the auction house.
What can I do for you?
And let's just go to auctioning. Now this isn't selected here, so what we can do here is actually let's deselect all and let's just test out Drums of Fury. So run a post scan. Okay, so what we're doing here, we're doing 3 auctions, it looks like. So 1 of 20, I'm going to post that. 1 of 10, I'm going to post that, and 1 of 5. Now it didn't seem to pick up the single one. Let's just check that one out. You usually reload after making any changes just to be safe. Okay, and it maybe that's the case here. Also, what's with TSM not updating prices? Is it just you because you're in the game? It says it hasn't updated in 4 days. It's the Blizzard API, not TSM, Penguin. I did a video on YouTube just recently about the API being down for the past 25 days, so the prices are out. So you have to bear that in mind when you're doing things, and just be a bit more careful, knowing that the prices are out of date. Once Blizzard fix the API, then TSM and the Undermine Journal will be able to access it again. But at the moment, we're kind of in this weird no man's land, which is a bit of a shame. So we should still have 1 drum in our bag, which we do. So what was in our operation for 5 that didn't work? Let's have a look. Drums 5, posting, allow partial stack was ticked. But we had the post cap to 1. So that's what changed that. So if we change that post cap to 2, then we should do, this should still be selected on Drums of Fury. Yeah, run post scan. So it's now saying we don't have enough for the 20, we don't have enough for the 10, we don't have enough for the 5s, but we do in a partial stack. So we're going to post that 1. So now TSM is going to post that 1 Drums of Fury there. So if I now do a shopping search for my Drums of Fury, you can see Earthen here has posted 1 stack of 20, 1 stack of 5, 1 stack of 10, and 1 of 1. And I'm going to leave these on the auction house and see how they sell. And then if they start selling well, then I'm going to put some more stacks on. I'm going to increase the number, and I'm going to increase my crafting. I'll do a crafting operation as well to make more and more of these. So that's quite cool. Let's see if that works. And then we can start looking at some more sort of leatherworking recipes and learning a bit more about what's going to be good for Earthen and his adventures. Emery, you're going to go off to sleep. Thank you very much for stopping by. Your company is most appreciated. Have a great night, and I probably won't be long myself, actually. It's quite late, isn't it? So yeah, definitely. Have a great evening, and I'll see you next time. So, speaking of which, I'm going to leave Earthen here. Actually, no, I won't. I'm going to head back. No, I'm not. I'm going to stay here, because here's a good place. We've got the auction house, and we've got the leatherworking supplies there. Actually, whilst I'm here, I do remember we were going to have a look at buying some of those missing recipes. Now that I've got some extra gold, just want to stock up on all of those. I'm going to have to do my dailies on here anyway. Oh, looks another demon hunter. Oh, this is tailoring. Where's the leatherworking? We're over here, I imagine. There you go. Right, okay, we just want to buy up a load of these. Might as well collect up all our recipes. Now, really, once the API comes back, I'm going to be able to fully explore this new profession with decent prices and profit margins and see what's actually selling. But for now, let's at least start with the Drums of Fury. So I'll just buy all these recipes. The completionist in me wants to buy everything. That way we can at least look at stuff and see what's selling, what isn't selling. Seeing as our leatherworking is already at 780, it's pretty decent. God, there's loads of stuff here. Wonder if I've got enough gold for it all. These are up at 4 gold, so definitely my resources are going down. Oh no, here we go. And then we've got a couple here that aren't quite there yet. These looks like the Sentinel's Eternal Refuge. Oh, here's the Vigilance Perch as well. So these are the ones you were talking about. Okay. So I need to get to 800 leatherworking on those. Probably not going to take me too long. Right. That's awesome. Right. Let's leave. Oh, thank you, Stifler, for the host. Didn't spot that there coming in. Thank you very much. Probably going to be ending my stream in a bit, so slightly delayed, but thank you nonetheless for the host. Right, let's pop back to Samadan. Just double check everything's okay on here. Just check for some shopping, see if there's any good bargains, and then we can probably wrap up the stream then. Right, okay, anything in the mail? We did some few sales, Lebke Ribs and Hungry Magister. That's 1,500 gold. Pick that up. Have a look at what we've got on the auction house. And anything coming in? 2,400. What have we sold? That's the Hexweed bag, isn't it? Yeah. Good night, Drop Pencil. Thanks for stopping by. About your time too. Okay, right one too. Thanks both of you for stopping by. I'm going to be wrapping up myself soon. Actually, once I've just taken these off and put them back on, seems they're about to expire. Let's cancel those. Have a great evening, both of you. Sleep well. Right, let's go take all of these off. Night, Bad Dory. Thank you very much for stopping by and the follow. Ooh. Is everything cancelling correctly? No, it's going all over the place. There we go. Right, left 3-4. Right, okay, here we go. Let's do this. I want to select up here, which we're not. It's rather annoying. I might have to do this down here instead and then reopen up. Let's try this auction at 30 minutes and go from here. Looks like we can't cancel these ones. That's a shame. Okay, we'll just take these ones for now. There we go, pick those up. Yes, we don't want to do these, so we're going to ignore permanently. These were our random ones we picked up from the other day. Just going to see if they actually sell. And auctioning and post scan. Auctioning, post scan, and select everything. Select all groups, make sure the base group is turned off. We don't want to do everything else. Good night, Grizzly. Thanks ever so much for stopping by. And the follows, most appreciated. And good. Hope you enjoy the YouTube, and I'll see you next time. Thanks ever so much. Good night and farewell. Right, okay, so these are going on. There we go. And one last thing, just check shopping and the good stuff, and just see if there's any bargains we can pick up. Ooh, look at that, a chaos crystal for 199 gold. That's cheap, much cheapness. Normally we're at 335 gold. Large brilliant shards, as always, they're cheap. But that's because they've been flooding the market with loads of them. Arcana's not that cheap. King's Amber's not that cheap. So the main tempting thing there, Sorcerer's Heir, 20 silver. Normally buy that for 30 silver, so not a massive thing. Oh, there's some golden pearls there for, what's that? 30 gold, and we get them for 50 gold. Yeah, I'll have those. And the righteous orbs are cheap. Okay, so some essence of undeath that's quite cheap there, very cheap in fact. Well, some good bargains here. Right, we need to pick up a few of these luminous shards. How many have we got? Well, we haven't got many of those. Better pick some of those up as well. Right, come on TSM, scan everything so I can start buying. I want to make sure we can catch all of these before someone else does. Thankfully, being on a low pop server, you don't get them too much sniper action, especially with the API being down. It's even quieter on the auction house. Hey, that's not my lane. Thanks for stopping by. Haven't seen you in a while. Yes, TSM 4. We've been using it for over a month now and loving every minute of it. So, unfortunately, we're just going to be finishing up the stream. So, unfortunately, just caught just the end of it. So, we definitely want Righteous Orbs. We'll take that one. We'll take the Golden Pearl at 30. We definitely want that Chaos Crystal for 199. And it looks like there's more. Oh, look, there's 48 of them. At a really good price. Let's just scroll up a minute. So, yeah, normally someone's put 48 here for 199. So we are definitely, most definitely, going to buy all of those. Super cheap. Saw you live for once, wanted to say hi. Excellent, thank you, that's not my lane. Yeah, I know my time zones don't always cross with everyone, so it's good to see you again. Right, okay, definitely liking the price of those chaos crystals. Everything's gone sluggish though. I'm going to buy that 10 lots of 10 at 307 because my average price is 333. So I'm going to buy that as well. It's going to take my gold reserves down, but it's also going to keep my chaos crystal prices down. And this here as a bid for 294 is about to expire. I'm going to pick that one up if I can. Take that one. That's done. I'm going to bid on that for 294. Probably not going to bother with the 301s. Maybe. Still cheap though. Let's do it. Let's bid on the 301s. Let's get all 25 of those. We're down under 700,000, so not wanting to go too much, but this is going to be amazing for stock. How are we doing? 1,800. That's definitely better. Right, okay, that's the chaos crystals that I want. Oh, there's silk there, that's good. But I need to just finish up on the other things here. So, Essence of Undeath, that's very cheap. So we'll buy that. 6 of those. Let's take those, definitely. So there's some more of those, another 6. I'll take another 6. Is that all of them? More. There we are. There is even more at a cheap price. So okay, let's just go for golden pearl. We do want that. And the righteous orb. What was our normal price for that? 792. Yeah, we'll take that. There's 3 of those. Take those. Stonehide leather at 4 gold 74 looks good. And silk at 438 also looks good. Let's just look, let's expand these out. Oh, there's just the 90. It's in one, they're in stacks of 1 as well, so this is going to be fun. Buy them all up in stacks of 1. Right, gone a little bit laggy as we're doing all of this in ones. Hopefully TSM's going to catch up. There we go. 33. 39, 49, and then hopefully we're going to go around and do the next one. Hey Kavidan, what's realm and server am I on? My realm market is really high compared to mine, and you're on EU. I'm also on EU, Kavidan. I'm on Shadow Song, which is a fairly low pop server. Prices of enchants have been doing really well here, and then I've been trying to make sure I can get some. The problem you have on this server is the supply isn't always as great, so I grab stuff when I can when it's in supply, because I don't like these prices of silk, but I do like 433. That's a good price for me. Right, let's get all of these silks up. I'm tempted just to leave 1 on just for luck. Let's get that 38, 39, 40, and let's leave that last one on just as an offering to the auction house gods. And Stonehide leather, let's see how much of this there is. Oh yes, there's quite a lot here that's under 5, and some good stack sizes as well. So I'll leave these small ones. I'll take the 200, the 16, and the 28 of 20. Hey Selvian, thanks for stopping by. Unfortunately, we are literally just finishing off the stream, so caught us right at the end, but it's good to see you. Chaos Crystals is 125 as normal price in your realm, which is twisting nether. Yes, Chaos Crystals have inflated rather high on this realm. I think it's largely down to people like myself who have been trying to keep hold of the enchanting market and boosting the prices and resetting them higher. So, and the supply has been really hard to come by with Chaos Crystals, so all us enchanters have struggled. So the prices have gone up on my realm quite a lot. I know it's above average for a realm of this size. Take the 20, gonna take the 10, gonna take those 2 lots of 20, definitely take that 1 stack of 157, gonna take those 3 of 20, anything under 5 gold's good. I'm gonna take the 102, and then I'm not gonna bid on that because it's too high. I'm gonna take the 1 stack of 6, there we go. Okay, so that's Stonehide Leather done, Chaos Crystals done. The Luminous Shards we do want, because we're running low on those, even though they're slightly over my price. They're not by much. So I'm going to take the 6 of 9. It's close enough to my price to say yes please. I'm even tempted to take these as I'm so low. Got 75 total. Actually, that's probably not too bad. What's my average purchase price? 652. Yeah, we'll leave that. Oh, I'd forgotten we put our cloaks in here as well, which is why those are coming through. But everything's over 100% here, so we'll ignore all of that. Just looking at the cheaper stuff. So that's good. Okay, all done on that front. So let's have a look at just picking all that up in the mail. It's going to be loads and loads there. So open all that up. What are we down to? 688,000 gold. So we spent a fair amount. TSM wise, we've done. Well, just close my bags there. Interferes a bit. So the past month has been looking pretty good. Is that right? I'm not sure we went down that much. That looks strange. Why has that gone down to... Oh, the base is 529. I thought that was base was 0. That gave me a scary moment then. So the base there is 355. So if we look at the past year, there's the base there. Of January 2018 we went down to 0 again. And then we've slowly climbed from there all the way up to February at 743,000. That's when we bought our 5 tokens and rather foolishly wiped out all our gold, which is a bad idea. So this time when we get up to this amount, we're not going to buy that many tokens, we're just going to buy a few and then we're going to just keep it topped up for the next 4 months whilst I build up enough BattleNet balance to buy myself another 6 months of game time, which is going to be good. So all quite good there on the gold front. Right, let's do a reload. Let's get these last bits of mail in and then we'll probably wrap it up there. Whilst I'm doing that, I'll just check to see if there's anyone on we can host afterwards. Can't see my Twitch channel. Hold on, let's just move that over. Close that up. Close that up. Oh, everything's gone a little bit slow. There we go. Is there a way to undercut the TSM for just 1 copper without the min-max normal formulas? Try to post your glorious breastplate and it undercuts it by 1,000 gold. Well, that doesn't seem right. It should if you're... If it was an hour later, you'd be getting started. Ah, that's a shame. That's not my lane. Kind of like missed time zones. Your form, if there's someone else that's got something on, it shouldn't undercut by 1,000 gold unless your maximum price is basically nowhere near the undercut amount, which is probably around. Hey Rusky, thanks for stopping by. Senior Chef is doing very well. Thank you very much. We also are about to turn in for the night, so you just caught the end of the stream, unfortunately. But good to see you nonetheless. Alright, I'm going to get this mail from our shopping done. Good night, Kostek. Thank you for stopping by. Max price setting is 100% DB market. Okay, try setting rather than 100%. Set it something like 500% of the DB market, or even if it's close enough, maybe region DB market. But let's try with DB market. Yeah, or 1,000% if you want to really go for it. You're unlikely to need to use the max price, but you need to have something quite large in there. Right, let me just adjust this. I need to close that down. And delete that. Delete that and put Twitch on. Okay, yeah, you go try that piano god. Yes, hopefully that should work for you. Right, let's just hope this doesn't make any noises.
Metal, right?
Whoops, excuse me for that. I'm just putting Twitch on so I can see who's online to host. And I have to make this a bit bigger and then move that across. That's better. Right. Okay. Can't see anyone on for hosting, unfortunately. So I'm probably just gonna open up this last lot of mail. Look at all this chaos crystal now. 1,802. This should drop our average price down. It's now down to 330, which is excellent. Really pleased about that. We've got some expires in here, so we better just put those back on the market, and then we're pretty much done. Auctioning, run post scan, and we're going to do that. I think it worked. Should keep that at 1,000% for all transmog gear. Yes, the thing to watch out for, if you're the only person putting things on the market and you're not undercutting anyone else, then what will happen is the TSM will slowly inflate that price that you're putting it on for, because it's got no maximum ceiling. So it's kind of something to keep an eye on. Just have a look at your prices over time, and if they do start inflating, you might have to change your figures into maybe using region market rather than the DB market, because if you use DB market you might end up inflating your own prices. That's only if there's no competition though. If there's competition, then other people will help keep your price normalised. Kranich is a fun guy. He plays PUBG though. It's not really my kind of game though, so but feel free by all means to go find some other people. So definitely whatever you find interesting. That's happened to you before, and you noticed it after a while. You're trying to post something for above gold cap when you're not paying attention. Yes, exactly. I haven't got quite to gold cap, but I have gotten it quite high. The good thing is though, when you do that and then you realise your mistake and you put it back on at a more realistic price, then TSM thinks that that's a really cheap price, and someone who's sniping and not paying attention might buy it at that cheap price. So there's kind of like a hidden benefit to it. Hey Caviden. We had a little bing pop there. I didn't catch what it was though. I have to wait for that to come through. Thank you Piano God for the follow. Right, okay. That's me done, I think. So, thank you everybody for the stream. It's been fantastic tonight. Really good chats. Started our leatherworking market, which was really good. Did our normal enchanting bits and pieces. So, really good night. Hopefully made some gold. Well, it's certainly stocked up on stuff, which is really good. Stock is always good. So that's a good thing. And my next stream, as this was a bonus extra stream, my next stream is going to be tomorrow night at the same sort of time, about 10ish till midnight-ish. So about the same sort of time tomorrow. Hopefully, if you can catch you then, it'll be great to see you all. So, thank you, Kevin. Very kind of you. So, yeah, please do check by. I always put my stuff on YouTube, so if you like to see any of my old broadcasts, they'll be on there if you subscribe to me there. And I keep up to date on Twitch as well, so that's the other way to follow what I'm up to. So, other than that, have a great evening, and I'll see you all next time. So, good night and farewell.